a sore neck, a stiff back, sore shoulders, pain in your hands and wrists. Nobody wants that. Pain like this can affect the quality of your life on and off the job. Not only does it make your job more difficult, it makes it harder to enjoy your family, friends, and your favorite activities. The causes are even more numerous than the symptoms. Just about any activity you perform, even sleeping, can potentially cause musculoskeletal problems, aches and pains. What can you do about it? Well, there's a number of things. But in this program, we're only going to address one: ergonomics, or adjusting your computer workstation to fit your body. Yes, adjusting your workstation or ergonomics can make a big difference in your comfort and physical well-being on and off the job. Remember, you may not be currently experiencing any discomfort, but keep in mind, an improperly adjusted computer workstation may catch up with you over time and become a problem. This program is designed to help ensure your computer workstation properly fits you and is ergonomically correct. Adjusting your workstation is an easy and quick 5-step process. It is important that you perform the steps in this order. Step 1. Adjust your chair. Next is Step 2. Adjust the keyboard. And Step 3. Adjust the monitor. Step 4 involves organizing your workstation accessories. The final step includes taking frequent micro breaks throughout the day. Before you adjust your chair, make sure you know how to operate the controls. If you don't know, there may be instructions underneath the chair, or ask. Start by adjusting your chair seat pan height. The final position of the keyboard, mouse, and monitor will be determined by where you set the seat height. Your seat is in the correct position when your feet are resting comfortably on the floor, with your thigh and lower leg forming a 90 to 110 degree angle. If your chair has a seat tilt control, your seat should be tilted slightly forward, which will help relieve strain on your lower back. Next, slide back in the seat so that you have full contact with the backrest. There should be at least a 1 to 2 inch gap or 2 to 3 finger width between the back of the knee and the front edge of the seat. The goal is to ensure that as much as possible of your thigh is supported, but the seat edge does not put pressure on the back of the knees, promoting healthy leg circulation. After adjusting the seat pan height and depth, you want to adjust the backrest, if it's adjustable. Match the curvature of the backrest to the natural curvature of your spine by raising or lowering the backrest. This will give you much needed back support and encourage upright, proper positioning while performing work activities. If you need more support, try a lumbar pillow. The bottom line is that you should feel even, firm support where your back contacts the backrest. Next, determine if you want your backrest to stay upright or slightly tilt backwards based on your comfort level. Slouching and leaning back in your chair is not recommended when performing work activities due to placing unnecessary pressure on your lower and upper back. Ideally, the backrest tilt should be positioned so that your thighs and your upper body create a 90 to 100 degree angle. This position ensures proper neutral posture with your head in line with your spine and reduces strain on your neck and shoulders. The backrest tension, if available, should be adjusted so it gives firm support without compromising your 90 to 110 degree angle. Once you have adjusted the height of your chair, seat pan, and seat back, go ahead and set the armrest height, if adjustable. Set the armrest 1/2 to 1 inch below your normal resting elbow height so you can freely move your arms when typing or mousing, but still comfortably rest them when needed. Resting your arms continually on the armrests while typing can cause discomfort in your shoulders and upper back. It may be better to remove the armrests altogether as an option. This may allow you to move closer to the keyboard. Whichever option you choose, ensure the armrest does not inhibit your movement while working. Once the chair is adjusted, you will want to adjust the keyboard and mouse tray. You may have a different keyboard and mouse tray than shown. Nonetheless, The same adjustment principles apply to all styles of adjustable trays. The keyboard tray should be placed at a height which is about 1 inch lower than seated elbow height, with your shoulders relaxed, elbows next to the body. The forearms should be parallel with the floor, and the hands and wrists straight in line with the forearms maintaining a neutral position. When typing or using the mouse, your forearms should be parallel to the floor and your elbows should create a 90 to 110 degree angle, meaning your wrist and elbows should be approximately the same height. Move close to your keyboard to avoid overextension of your arms while performing keying and mouse activities. Furthermore, ensure there is sufficient room for your knees and feet underneath. A thin keyboard tray may be required if the tray strikes your knees. You may be better able to keep your wrists straight and fingers relaxed by slightly tilting the keyboard away from the body by about 5 degrees, especially if you have long fingers. When typing, your hand should float over the keyboard. Do not rest on the wrist rest, desk, or keyboard when typing. Don't bang the keys. Keep your fingers in a relaxed downward position to allow the weight of your fingers to strike the keys. Place your mouse, trackball, or input device adjacent to and at the same level as your keyboard. Control them by using full arm movements while keeping the hands and wrists straight. Do not anchor your wrist on the work table or mouse rest. If you're only experiencing discomfort in your mouse hand, it might be a sign you're using your mouse incorrectly. As an added measure to increase comfort, try alternating hands to use the mouse. This may seem awkward at first, but you will be surprised at how quickly you can learn to use the mouse with your other hand. Alternating hands allows time for the hand with discomfort to rest and repair itself. Make an effort to grasp the mouse lightly. The mouse requires very little effort to operate, and a death grip on the mouse can cause wrist and elbow discomfort. If you do not have or choose not to use a keyboard tray, you can incorporate the same techniques in order to maintain proper posture while working on the desktop. A palm rest and standard mouse pad should be provided for desktop positioning. However, you may have to raise your chair to allow 90 to 110 degree position of the elbows and wrist while using the keyboard and mouse on the desktop. If your legs are no longer supported after raising your chair, use a footrest to ensure adequate support of the legs. A footrest should always be provided if the required seat height and keyboard height, as described in these procedures, does not allow your feet to reach and rest comfortably on the floor. Adjust the height of the monitor screen to ensure the top row of reading text is at or slightly below eye level. If you wear bifocals, it is recommended that the top of the screen be below eye level to avoid awkward positioning of the neck. The goal is to keep your neck in a neutral upright posture, not bent forward or back to prevent neck and shoulder discomfort. The proper viewing distance is 18 inches to 24 inches away from your eyes when you are sitting all the way back in your chair. For a quick reference, it's an easy arm's reach from your seated position. Remember, this distance is recommended and may depend upon individual visual capabilities and screen resolution for comfortable viewing. The monitor should also be positioned perpendicular to your desktop and in line with your body and keyboard to avoid twisting the neck and torso. Monitor glare and reflection from overhead lighting and exterior light sources can cause eye strain and fatigue. Tilting the monitor screen slightly forward and/or closing blinds may also help reduce glare and reflections. If your monitor is not height adjustable, you will need to use monitor risers to achieve the proper position. Your next step is to properly position your accessories and work materials. Place all items you use frequently, such as your phone, calculator, and documents, within a comfortable reach. Rule of thumb is less than an arm's length away without leaning forward to avoid overreaching. Document holders should be used when transcribing from printed material to prevent awkward neck posture and eye strain. If you spend a lot of time on the telephone while simultaneously performing computer activities, a headset is recommended. Cradling the telephone receiver between the head and shoulder can contribute to neck and shoulder discomfort. Okay, so you work all day on your computer at the office. What do you do when you get home? You go to your computer to check emails, shop, buy and sell stocks, or play games, right? It's just as important for your home computer workstation to be correctly arranged for comfortable, neutral postures as it is for your work computer workstation. Discomfort and pain from the use of a computer is cumulative. They occur over time. The more you are on the computer, especially if incorrectly adjusted, the more potential you have for discomfort and pain. Just make sure both your work and home computer workstations are correctly adjusted. Your last step is to make sure you take frequent short micro breaks and vary your work activities throughout the day whenever possible. It is important to stand up, walk, stretch, and rest your eyes frequently throughout the day. Remember to adjust your workstation in this order for the optimum results. Step 1. Adjust your chair. Step 2. Adjust the keyboard. Step 3. Adjust the monitor. Step 4. Organizing your workstation accessories. It's all about the angles. Your legs should be bent at approximately 90 degrees. Same goes for your waist. Your arms, 90 degrees. Your wrists straight. Adjustment, angles, and posture. You're in control of all three. Take control of your workstation and reduce discomfort. It's also important to remember that there are many other things that may contribute to musculoskeletal disorders such as medical issues such as arthritis, diabetes, and obesity, pregnancy, previous fractures or sprains, resting your head on your hand so that your hand is bent backwards at the wrist, curling your wrists during sleep or sleeping on your arms, leisure activities, fluid retention, and other non-work related repetitive motions. But now that you've watched this program, you can cross improper workstation adjustment off the list. And maybe, armed with this knowledge, you can take steps to adopt neutral postures in all of your activities. If you have any questions about how to adjust your chair or workstation properly, please contact your supervisor or human resources for assistance. Remember, a properly adjusted workstation can make a big difference in the quality of your life.